Okay, I think we have around 60 people have already joined it. Okay, so I think we can get it started now. All set, right? Okay, so we'll just get it started now. So, guys, if you see that, okay, let me come to. Yep, Gary, okay. Yeah, Rahman and others. Fine. Let me go to my notes very quick first. Okay, let's understand the topic wise. Okay, guys, as I told you on that offline session, also we have a folks that is joining online today. Okay, so we would be going a bit slow. Okay, and we would be going to the topic where we don't have so much of no critical things. Okay, so let's try to understand that. Three things, guys. Okay. First thing is let's make it the session on the very like little less pace, and apart from that, let's make it more very clear. If you're not able to understand, ask many questions. Okay, in the chat box itself. Okay, and in case the offline guys, if you're not able to understand any point, anything, okay, you make a note of that. When I'll coming to offline again, next Monday, you can ask the questions. It's first we'll clear that those things and then we'll move ahead. Okay, see. So if you go back to here, app services and all, we were to the part of where is that? I think we have to do these all topics, right? So in that DB, storage, VM, function app, Kubernetes, Terraform, Docker. Okay. Fine, let's try to understand it, buddy. Okay, we're gonna start it now as a Docker. Okay, and if I remember that, I have added one extra topic that is called a Sonar Cloud. Okay, in the Sonar Cloud, I have shown you that know how to work out, and we have raised a request for that, right? For the public one. So once we get the public access, let's wait for no one more days of time, or else let's do it in the offline straight away. Okay, we could able to do it in the offline straight away on that part. Okay, so let's start with the Docker. If you see these topics that yet to do, Kubernetes, Terraform, Docker, okay, Maven, Ansible, and ARM template. Okay, out of these all topics, actually, Kubernetes and all these all are the same level of the like toughness will be there in that. Okay, so better to okay, and I have removed the Maven. I have made it to like PowerShell. Okay, I guess instead of Maven, like I have used the PowerShell. We'll add the PowerShell as well here. So understand here, if we compare with these all, Docker would be somewhat okay. The topic would be much easier as compared to the Terraform, Kubernetes and all. So I will be going with a simple scenario in the Docker, remaining the theory part, or it would be the complex scenario will be discussed offline. Okay. So all guide okay. Can you please confirm? Then we'll move ahead. Manoj, Rahman, and others. Javeer, everyone, guys, right? Okay, so let's try to do it out the simpler scenario for another 1 or 2 days of time, and we'll start with the complex one for now, like from next Monday. Okay, fine. Let's start with the Docker here. Understand? Before we go ahead and discuss with the Docker things, okay, Docker container and all, you have to first understand there is a concept called in the portal, okay, and that is something called as a Azure Container Registries. Okay, the topic that you have to understand in that like portal is called as Azure Portal Registries. Okay, so first go with that portal.azure.com. Come over there. Okay, let's come over there. Portal.azure.com. If you come over there, you'll find it out as a okay. You'll find it out here as a something that will come as a like Azure Container Registry. Basically, first understand what I'm trying to say. There is a two part, guys. Okay, first part, whenever you are creating any services, maybe app services. Okay, whenever you are creating any services, maybe app services or container registry or container registries, this is basically used for your app creation of the application. We have a two things, that two type of inputs are there. Okay, two types of input is there. First is called as a code, another one is called as a Docker. Okay, and that is also called as container, guys. Okay, so we'll learn it a very detailed, don't worry. Okay, let's try to focus here in a more simpler way. Okay, and the details Monday session we'll try to understand. Okay, how it will be. So if you're gonna understand the Docker and container over here, it is some place or storage actually you can say. So how does the container look like? Okay, what is the container? You have seen the storage also, right? We have a container. So in that container, we are storing some codes actually. Okay. So what happened when you are trying to create any different applications like app services or container registries or anything you wanted to create it out. Okay. All those services that you are trying to create it out here. Okay. All those services basically would be able to help out you. You have to choose your type of input through which you wanted to give the input. Either like app services you want you to give input as a code, then use as a code. If you want to give as a Docker container, so you have to use a Docker container. So here is the part that you have to understand the Docker container. But before you understand the Docker container, you have to go ahead and you have to understand few things in that. Okay. In Docker container, there is something called a build image. Okay. Push image. Okay. Build ID. Okay, build ID. Okay, this is all part you have to understand. So let's try to do it first practically, then understand in the better way. Okay, let me go ahead here. I'll come back to here. Okay, and you have options of like Azure container registry. Just type it as a Azure container registries. Okay, okay, Azure container or container registry. Just type it as the container registry. You'll get it out. So you have somewhere as a container registry, just search it out where it is. Okay, I cannot see that Azure instance is there. So where is the containers? Container registries. Yes, you can observe it here. Okay, you have a container registry over here. Just click on that. If you click on the container registry here, okay, you can easily have a look here. We have a create option, manage view option, refresh, and these all options are there for you. Just click on the create container registry, or you have an option to create over here also. Choice is yours. You can go with anywhere. Let's click on that. So what is this container registry? See that. Easy say that. It is used to build it, store it, and give it entire collection of the part of data it will cover it. Okay. So let's try to click on the container registries. Okay, guys, we have a theory session for this also. Okay, where you'll have to understand all the theory related to container registry, Docker, push image, container. Okay, these all will understand. The first thing is called a subscription. Okay, so you have to choose a subscription real quick here. So what is a subscription group? Actually, we have to choose our subscription. So I used to do with Naveen training. So I'll go with the Naveen training here. Okay, come down, come down here. You have a registry name. Okay, just choose the registry name over here. Okay, just choose the registry name over there. And you have to give the registry. So see guys, this is a storage system here. So like how you are creating the container, right? The storage you are creating the container, no, it's similar to that. This is just a storage system. Just created the storage name. Let's say it Azure container, or let's write it as a Naveen CR. Okay, 15. Naveen CR, Naveen container registry 15. Let's write it out. Okay, it's just fine. So it is coming as a Naveen CR 15 it came. Okay. So let's do one thing. Let's drop down. Okay, let's drop down. Instead of SQ, go with your standard, go with the basics one that you know it very well. This is the location that you know very well, right? So what is this use? And next is a networking. So these all part is a common thing. You don't have to insert more things on that. Just go with the tags, go with create and create it out. So what you are doing it, you are trying to create on the container registry, guys. Okay, right? Container registry. So now let's click on the create the container registry, guys. For what you are creating, since you have to store the build image and push image, you have to store the image over here. That's why you are creating the container registry. Simple. Let it get created. Okay. So my container has been created here, buddy. Okay. Now you can go back to your resources. So go back to the resources and come. So if you scroll down, okay, you can observe one thing here. If you scroll down, can you please let me know where I can see my container is there or not? Just think it idea. Where I can see there is in the service field. Which place I can see whether my file is there or not. Which particular field I can check it out my file is over there or not. Which container? Perfect. Javeer. Others, Aniket, very good, Aniket. Others. So where I can store my image in the container registry, where you guys can store your image. Okay. Others, guys, I'm still getting only 2, 3 responses. What are others? Repository? No, dear. No, no. It would be okay. So what you can see, you can observe it here, buddy. Okay. We have that option called as the repository over here. Okay. So if you close it out, you have option repository. Can you observe it? Let's click on the repository part. Just click on the repository. So if you go and see the repositories, you'll see the repository would be blank now because you don't have any image here now. Okay. You have a code with you. Okay. That is stored in the Docker, but you haven't processed it. Okay. So three things, guys, understand. Okay. In whenever you wanted to, okay, deploy any application with the help of, okay, Docker, you need to know three things. First thing is container registries. Second thing is you have to know about pipeline. Okay. And third thing you have to know about is the app services. Three things would be there. Okay. And before that, here you should be knowing all the part of this as a theory. Okay. That will do it offline. Theoretical part. You have to understand the architecture also. That will do it offline. And the practicals, in the practicals, we have to understand three scenarios. Okay. In that first scenario, we are doing it with the help of, okay, simple scenario. Okay. And second would be something called multiple environment. Okay. Multiple environment. Right. And third would be something about, okay, it would be container instances. So guys, we're gonna cover these three things here. Okay, three different scenarios. These all scenarios will do it. Okay, understand. So in this, okay, these two parts will be doing it offline on the Monday sessions. Okay, and we'll try to cover these three in this practical. First, I think third one will be a bit. Second one will be a bit difficult. So we'll try to do this one and this one. Two things we'll do it in that now, and then later that this will do it also the Monday session. So please understand. So we are doing the first session, simple scenario. What is the simple scenario? You wanted to deploy an application with the help of the Docker. How? How you could able to do it? Three things is mandatory here, okay? You guys must understand the three things here. First is called as a container registries. Second one is a pipeline. Third one is called as a app services. You must have three different things available with you. Okay. The container registry is something that, what is the container registry? Which will store your image. It is a service of your Azure, in the Azure portal, which will store your image. Okay. Now, how will get an image? That the question here is how will get an image. So you have to create a pipeline Okay, build pipeline, and then you'll get an image. Okay, hope you understand it. You have to create a build pipeline, then you'll get the image, guys. Okay, that is called as a pipeline part. Third is called as a app services. So what is the app services is? App services means you wanted to deploy the same application on top of the services. You wanted to deploy the same application on top of the application. So when you're creating the app services, no, it has in two part, right? Code and Docker. So in this scenario, we're not using the code, we'll use the Docker. Okay. And Docker, what it'll do, it'll pick up the same image that is there in this container registry. Okay, let's do it out practically. Come out here. So we are done with this. Okay, we have already this one. Okay, we already have this one. Okay, this is already there. Let's try to move this. So pipeline. Okay, pipeline basically is called as a build pipeline. So tell me, guys, what is the build pipeline prerequisite? If I wanted to create a build pipeline, what are the things I need to be have it? Guys, I'm looking answer from you. Please go ahead. What should be the prerequisite we should have in the pipeline? If someone wanted to create a pipeline, what should be the prerequisite for them? What should have them? What important things that the guys should have? Tell me, buddy, anyone? Perfect, Yamni. Vamshi, very good. Shawan, perfect. Manalisa, perfect, dear. Abhay Chandrasekhar, very good. What are others? Perfect, Manoj. Karuna, very good. Others? Okay, let me share that. So you are right, guys. Okay, we must have a code with us. Okay, we don't need anything. We are looking for just a code. Okay, we should have a code with us. Pretty simple. If we have a code, we could able to go ahead with that. Okay, we need to have a code with us. Pretty simple. Nothing is there. We need to have a code with us. Very simple. Very good. Okay. So if we get a code, okay. So now the question here is where I can get the code. So guys, you can get the code in 3 different places. You know that very well, right? You can get the code in the artifact. You can get a code in your like Azure repo. You can get a code in your GitHub repo. So let's try to go and understand that where it is. So guys, the code that is in the format of Docker file. Okay, you'll get the code in the format of Docker file basically. You'll get a code in the format of Docker file. So let me give the code to you. So I might have code somewhere in my container registry. Let me go to the GitHub first. Okay, let me go to the GitHub first and see whether do I have any Docker file with me. So let's come here. I think a Docker file with me. This is the file. Let's see. No, this is not the right one. Oh, bad guys. Just 24, let me get the code. Okay, I can get a code of here. Okay, I have code in the batches. Let's go here. Yeah, code is here with me. Let me check with this. Yeah, you guys can see here. Okay, this is your file basically. Okay, so the file will look like this. Okay, Docker ignore, Docker file, Docker, like, no, these all parts, server Python file. These all file will be there with us. Okay, so you can able to download it also. Let me zip it out. Okay, login authorize it first. Hmm. You get it from guys, Abhay and others. You might have a question in your mind that who's gonna create a Docker file with you. So actually, what will happen? This is nothing. This is a code only, okay? And they're gonna give that Docker file to you with the help of actually, they'll just try to build a code with the help of Docker, okay? And they'll hand over to you with the help of GitHub or Azure repo. Okay. So I think I will have it somewhere. Okay, just a minute. Let me go to here. Oh, which any batch I must have it. Yep, it is here. Yeah, guys, you can have a look here. This is the Docker file. Okay, this is the Docker file. So we'll have a different forms actually, but Docker file will look like exactly this. So you can see this is the container, like you'll have it. So you'll have some which language you are using it. Okay, to which it's just a set of instruction, guys. Okay, so all the code would be written in the different formats. So let's see the code. What you are looking it is here. Okay. So if you launch the application, the code will be, your application should be showing that hello world, this is an Flask application. So those part you'll be getting it here. Okay. Docker file will be getting it here. Let me download the zip. So my file is being downloaded here. Okay. This is my file. All right. So what I should use. So let me extract all here. Okay. Extract. So this is a Docker file. I will be sharing you to your like Google Classroom also. So now if file is ready with me, so what next thing that we have to do? Pretty simple. We have to go to your dev.azure.com. Very simple, okay? We have to go to dev.azure.com. Just go to dev.azure.com. Go over there. Which project we are in? We are into our 9 a.m. project, right? Let's come over there. Okay. We'll go to our repo. We'll go to our repo and we'll try to create a Docker file over here. So we have it something, okay? We have our SQL part and all is there. Okay. We have SQL repo. Let's create a Docker repo. It's already there, it seems. Okay, it's there, but we haven't uploaded anything. This is the blank. Okay. So I'll use this only. So let's try to upload our Docker file. How to upload it? Pretty simple. Two ways are there, guys. Okay. Either go with your Docker file upload or go with the UI. Choice is yours. Anything you can go with. Okay. So let's follow with that UI only. So if you wanted to upload your file with the help of UI, what you gonna do? Okay. Yes, you can download it. Who is that? Mr. Okay, Karuna, you can download it, buddy. Okay. You just type in the Google that, okay, Docker file for any application, you get it. And you can make the use of the same Docker file. Okay. So I wanted to make the use of this file. So what I'll do, I'll just try to click on the clone. Okay. I'll click on the clone, right? I'll go to my repository real quick. Okay. I'll come back to here, desktop. Right, I'll just come back to my desktop. I'll got it to C drive. Okay, I'll just create it like a C drive. Janardhan, you will be finding out the Docker file from the help of your development team. They will try to give it out, okay? They'll have a code with them, okay? And they'll embed into the Docker format. So you have a projects here. Let's come to the projects, right? I'm gonna go this, okay? So I'll go back here, right click here and try to open as a, open with the Git UI. Okay, click on this. I'm using the UI method to like upload the files, okay? Janardhan, hope you understand the question, right? Your question has been answered, right? Janardhan, Patil. Okay, you have option of existing repository. You know that, right? So why this is used? This is being used, okay? This is being used in order to get the file from your Azure repo to your local. And from your local to repo, you are sending the file. Okay. From their repo, you are sending the file there. Okay. So that's it. That is what you have to get it out. Yep. You can upload with the repo also, buddy. Yes, you're right. So what I gonna do? I'll just try to click on the browse. Okay, I'll click on the browse. Okay. Go back to your browse. And you have this. Which one you have to choose? You wanted to choose your own file, right? Okay. So browse what will come. So you wanted to go to the source location. Can someone tell me what would be my source location? Rehman, another team member. What would be my source location, guys? Manoj, Abhay? No, no, no. Source location. What would be my source? What is the meaning of source, guys? What is the meaning of source? You are right. Source means from where you are pulling the code. Okay. Where I'm pulling the code? I'm pulling the code through my repo. So where is my repo? Repo is here. So you have to get this link. Okay. You have to get this link. This link. Copy. Okay. You have to get this link. Right? Hope you understand it, right? And you have to paste it here. You have to paste it here. Right? Docker repo, you have to paste it out here. Okay. Right? So I'll got the link. Now, what is the target? What should I choose and target, guys? What should be my target? What should I use the target location? Target location is nothing, folks. Okay. It is just your location that you wanted to use it. It is just your location that you wanted to use it. Where you wanted to keep it out. Just go. Let's see. I'm into here. Okay. So I'll go with this target location. I'll use that folder here. I want you to create a separate folder for target location. Let's say I wanted to create it as a Azure, okay, 9 a.m. July batch. Okay, so I want to create a folder called 9 a.m. So let's clone it. So what is happening? I'm just trying to clone a project from. I'm just trying to get a project from your Azure repo to here. That is the reason for that. Okay, good, right? Now what I'll do, I'll go back to my local first. Okay, let me go to my local first. Download. You have this folder with you, right? So just Control A, Control C, go back to your download. Sorry, go back to your project, C drive, projects. Which batch? 9 a.m. July batch, right? So paste it out. Okay, replace the file in the extension. Yes, paste it out. Right here. Now I wanted to send my file to my Azure repo once back, the updated file. So what should I use here? What should I use here? What should I use here, guys? We already have covered this part here. We already have covered this, guys. Perfect. Rescan means what are the part that we are having it already. Okay, your idea. Manoj, rescan it. So you see this, okay. We have around I guess 6 to 7 files are there with us, okay. Right. That is in Docker ignore and all is there, right? So I wanted to rescan it. Now I wanted to commit it. Commit means, you know that, right? Commit means you are just saying that, yes, I'm committed. I have done the mistake on that. Okay. So you are committing the changes. Okay. But you know that from the command, anything you are doing it outside the Git UI, you have to make the use of stage. So you have to go with the first change stage, click it out. 1 minute here. I think, hold on. You want to stage it? Yes. Continue. So I wanted to commit it now. So after staging, we can commit it. Let's click on the commit. Committed. I wanted to push it. Okay. So push means I wanted to push it from my local to the Azure repo. Let's click on the push. Okay. Click on the push. So you'll see in some time, the folder master would be created in your Docker repo and the latest file will be going to there. Okay. So let's observe. Let's go back to here. Let's come over here. Okay. And let's try to refresh it out. Close it and refresh it. So you can see you updated the master just now. Yes, I have updated it. I have a file with me. Yeah, this is a file, right? Now this is a file, guys. Understand, please. Okay. Right, folks? Okay. Next. So what is the next part that we have to do? Next part is, okay, what is the next part that you have to understand here? Next part is my code is ready with me. What is the next thing? We have to go to the build pipeline. Very good. Come here. Click on the build pipeline. Okay. Now you have to keep in the mind, okay, whenever you have a code with you, you are doing the two things, right? What you are doing it? You are doing it the copy file and publish build artifact. The two part you are doing it. Whenever you have a code ready with you, you are doing only two things: copy file and publish build artifact. Right here. Whenever a code is there with you, you guys are doing the two things, okay? Copy file, publish build artifact. The two part you are doing it, okay? But you are trying to do it the different things over here, what it is there for you. So whenever dear, you are working on the Docker file, the job will change. It will come as a build image, push image, build image, push image. I'll tell you what is a build image, what is a push image. Don't worry. So let's create a new pipeline real quick. Click on the new pipeline. Okay, I'll go with the classic editor. So where is my code? My code in the Azure repo, Docker only, you are right. But my code is in the master, not in the main. Okay. My code is the master, not in the main. So what to do? Let's go to continue. So what should I choose here now? Now guys, for the Docker container, you have the job already there that is called the Docker container. Just click on the apply. Simple thing, nothing is there, buddy. You have to go there to click on that and you have to click on the apply. That's it. Okay. You have to go there and you have to click on and you have to go with apply. That's it here. Okay. Let's go with the click option and go with the option next. Now what we're gonna do here. Okay. What we're gonna do here. Next part that you have to understand over here is you have a build image, push image. Come to the build image, okay? Come to the build. This is a bit new, okay? I understand that. It will be difficult to understand. Plus, can you understand here? Can you see here? What is the first name? Build image. What is this? Azure Container Registries. Do we have Azure Container Registry? Do we have created any Azure Container Registry? Yes, guys, we have already created Azure Container Registry. Can you observe it? Naveen CR15 is my Azure Container Registry. I have already created it, okay? So what should I use? I'll use that as well. So just click it, okay. What is the subscription? Subscription is nothing but what is the service connection and you have used it. Pretty simple. We know that the service connection, okay. Click on it and get that subscription, okay. Naveen Azure 9 AM to portal, okay. That we already have it, right? Click on it. Now, if the subscription and whatever the service connection you have created, if it is a fine, you should be able to get that your Azure container registry. So what should come here, guys? What shall I choose here? What should I choose here? So what should I choose here? Let's click on it. You have to choose this option. Okay. Let's click on it. Let's see whether Navin. Can you see this? What is happening? I'm not able to get my things. Okay. Yeah, Manoj, I'm not able to get my things. What are other guys? I'm not able to get my things. So what went wrong here? Can someone please let me know what went wrong here? I can see here. Okay. I'm just trying to load it. Okay. This is that latest subscription I'm having it. Okay. Let's click on it. Okay. I'm trying to, it's loading still. Guys, what would be the solution for this? No, dear, not about the permission. It is the issues is coming up, okay? The issues is coming up that the whatever the service connection is there, right, is still not valid, okay? Since the service connection, whatever I created, okay, that might have got expired, okay? Or it is not working out. So you have to refresh it and try it again. So I'm just trying to refresh it out. Nothing is coming up, okay? So let's see. No result found. So what is the next step that you have to follow? You have to go ahead and you have to create a new service connection, okay? Because it's not over there. This is the old one. So pretty simple. Nothing is there. If you want to create it, pretty good. Okay. No need to go here. Just try to leave it out. Click on this service connection. Okay. I'll use a service connection here and try to make the use of new service connection and make it as a resource manager only. Okay, let's go with the next option, right? Let's go with the next option. Okay, right. And we have a service principal manual that will go that you know that already. Okay, subscription ID. So where I can find out, I can find out here. So let me go to here. Let's come to my subscriptions real quick. So let it come. Okay. So this is my subscription. I'll go back. I'll go back to my subscription here. Okay. I have a subscription ID, right? Let's click the subscription ID. Okay, let's click the subscription ID. Copied. And let me go back here. Which place? I need to open it out. Come out of this and give you subscription ID. Next is I need a subscription name. Okay, so copy that and give the subscription name. Next is service principal ID. What is the service principal ID? It's a client ID, right? So how to generate it? We have our app services. Okay, so we can generate with the help of app services. So where can I can get the app services? You have to go to home page. You have to go to AAD, Azure Active Directory. Okay, go back here. And you need to go to Azure Active Directory. Okay. And you have something called app registrations. Okay. Try to click on the new registrations. Try to go with register images. Sorry, the name you have to give hello world. Okay, something, and you need to go to register. You need to register. Okay, so you'll have a client ID with you now. Okay, get the client ID. Get the client ID. Okay, just copy the client ID. And the next part you have to here understand here is tenant ID and service principal key. What is the tenant ID? Here is the tenant ID. Okay, you can get the tenant ID over there. Next is service principal key. So what is the service principal key? We have a certificate and secrets. Okay, go back there, click on the certificate. Okay, and you have to generate the certificate. Okay, just click on the client secrets, give anything. Okay, you choose it anything. Okay, reference 6 months, add it, and you have a value with you. Copy that, come back to your service key, enter it. And you have to get a service principal name. What is the service principal name? My service principal name will be new SC. Okay, new SC. That's it. Verify it will get failed because I haven't given any permissions. So I have to go back to my subscription real quick once again. Go back to your subscription. You have to go with the IAM. Okay, identity and access management. Okay. And here you have to choose it as option as a, okay, you have to choose that option as a add resource assignment, add role assignment. Click the option over there, dear. Okay, click the option over there and you'll have that option there. Okay, let's click on it. So come down. Okay, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, now scroll down here. Scroll down. Oh, you have to go to the privilege one, right? That you can get it out here. Privilege. Come on here. Let's go to the privilege contributor. Next. Okay. Then I'll get the select members. Okay. Choose that. So what project name we are using it? Anyone remember that, buddy? What was my project name? What I gave it, I just missed it. Okay, no worries. Let me go with this project name. I might have chosen as, I guess, hello something. Let's see that. Hello. Okay. I think this, guys, yes, right? Yes, I think this one. Go with this here. So I use them, right? With the review and create it. Okay. Review and create it. So we'll go with the review plus assign. Okay, good. Let me get it completed here. So my roles have been added now. I think we are good to go ahead and we have to go with the next part. Okay. So next part is we need to confirm it. Okay. Simple. Verify it and confirm it. Click on the verify. Click on the verify, guys. Okay. Verification successful. So you can go back and you can click on this. Yes. Grant all my permission to all the pipeline. Verify and save it. Now this time, if you go and refresh your page of your like what is that? Your Docker push an image, you should be getting it. Come back here. But let me go to my Docker container real quick. I'll go with the pipeline real quick. Okay. Pipeline. I'll try to create a new pipeline real quick. Okay, go with the classic editor. Now here you have to go, right? So go with the classic editor. Okay, the classic editor here. So where is my file? My file is the master. My file is the master. Okay. So your file is the master. Click on the continue. Now what folder you are using it? I'm using the apply. Okay. Apply. So if you try to go back to your build an image, this time if you refresh your subscription, right, the latest subscription, this will be able to come out. Refresh Azure subscription. So let's see. So we have a new subscription, right? Now let's try to refresh it from here. So I should be getting it Naveen's here, like 19 or 15, whatever you use, it should be coming up here now. Yes, right? So let's go back there. Come down. So guys, you have to be very keenly here. Please understand. This is very important to understand. Okay. Please understand. It's very important for you to understand. Come down here. You have option of right. Second, what is the action? Actually, we have a what you are doing it. If you remember that we are doing it in that something called as a build a copy file and all, right? Similar to the action. So whenever you are using the build image, okay, you are using that build an image, push the image. Two things you are getting it. What you are getting it? You are getting is a build an image, okay, and push an image. That two part you have to understand. So you are performing that build action. What is the Docker file? You have to click here. Where is the Docker file? You have to choose your own Docker file. What is the Docker file? Docker file is here, right? This is the Docker file, no? So click the Docker file and click on the OK. So two things you understand it, right? Then later, any other part, okay? So come down, come down, come down, nothing to choose, okay? Only two things you have to choose, guys, okay? Build an image and the Docker file name. Automatically, that two you have to change it. So why the build an image? Because understand, I told you, right? Docker file is nothing. It is combination of the code. Okay. It is a something, it's a type of code only. So with the help of the code, you are trying to create an image for the code. Okay. With the help of the code, you're trying to create an image for the code. And that image would be used for pushing the code. Hope you understand it. You're trying to create an image of the code. And with the help of that image, you're trying to push the image to cloud. Now the image is where? So please understand what I'm trying to do. So I'm getting the image where? I'm getting the image in my local actually. Okay. Now what name the image will created? The image will create as a build.repository name. So what is my build repository name? My repo name is Docker repo. Okay. My repository name is Docker repo. So that will come column. So value will come. Let's see. I'll show you. Don't worry. Let's go with the push and image. So first, building the image is clear. Pushing the image means where you wanted to push. I wanted to push my build image to my container registry repository. Container registry repository. So that you have to come. So come back to the subscription, choose it. Okay, choose it out. Okay, so you refresh and you'll get it the container registry here. Click it here, it'll come. Let's wait for some time. Let's drop down. Let's drop down here. This is okay. I'm using this side. Very good. So what is my container registry then? My container registry would be refresh it first. Has to be same now in 15, okay? Yes, Manoj, we have a two part, buddy, okay? You have this, I'm using it for with the cloud account, okay? You can able to make it to direct to direct, have direct also you can do it. Okay, right? So we could able to see the third scenario, right? The difficult scenario, what I discussed now, that will come as a Docker Hub. Don't worry. Okay, that we can see in the offline. Okay, good here. Before that Docker Hub, I wanted to go with the theory part. So I'm keeping the topic for the Monday, right? Okay, dear. So let's make it out here. Something went with my wrong with my keyboard, it seems. Okay. Hmm. Let's click it out. 15. Okay. Now, what is the next thing? Next thing that you have to see here. Next thing that you have to understand here is, okay, you have to come down. You have to come down. Okay. Come down here. Come down here. Right. So come down here. Now, now. So let's come over here. One minute, guys. So let's go to the next step. What is the next step I have to go? Okay. So we have done the part. Okay. The next part is, oh, sorry, folks. Sorry. It's behaving some weird, the mouse actually. Okay. So next part is you have to go with the option called task. Okay. What we are doing the task. Task is the important thing that you have to understand here. Okay. Right. Task is the three things that you have to understand here. Okay. So let's go with first minimize it. I'm not getting option for that. Okay. 1 minute. So task, you know that, right? So in the task selection, what we are doing it, we are coming with the task option here. Okay. And we are choosing some like Ubuntu because one more thing that I wanted to make you understand here. Guys, understand. Whenever you're using any Ubuntu, Linux, sorry, whenever you're using any uh, part, what is that? Basically, with respect to the Docker, the coding of that no like supportive specification for the Docker would be coming up with the Ubuntu. Okay, so you can go with the Ubuntu option there. Okay, so that is your part here. Yeah, you can able to come out to that class. Janardhan, yes, it is not coming up in the clearly. Okay, so I'm just trying to make it out. Okay, it's gone something wrong here. Okay. So what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to save it out now. So let's come to this part. It's all with respect to your issues with your like mouse actually. So I'll just try to go here and save it out real quick. Yes, Shavant, you have to be there. Just a minute, okay? I'm just trying to come out with this. Oh, I made you. Guys, just a minute. Let me check what went wrong here. Oh. There issue with the system itself. Okay, hold on. Shamant, I tried out. Okay, just control plus zero, right? So I made it out. Okay, it's not moving at all. Even I made it with this option, and the Manoj, you're saying that, right? Zoom option with the three. Even we tried it with this option. See, if you increase it, the size is gonna increase. Okay, let's see whether this works. You're able to see the screen. Can you confirm? Is it okay? It's better now. Yeah, open. Yeah, if you try to open with a new tab, it will work out. It will work out, guys. But I don't want to miss it, right? We have already made it several connection on that, right? That's all. It is good now. It's better. Okay. Right, right. Okay. Fine, dear. So I'm going with agent specification here. I'm gonna choose as Ubuntu latest. Okay. So this part is clear now. The build an image, push an image is clear, right, buddy? Manoj, Shavan, Darshan, Rahman, everyone. Two part. Okay. I'll just give the steps also to you. No worries. Okay. So what the thing part you have to understand here. First part is build an image. Okay. So what we are getting in the build image, nothing. The code, what we are getting it, we are trying to get the code and we are trying to create an image for that. Okay. And after that, push an image is what? So whatever the image is there, right? Create an image. It is still there in your where? It is still there in your repo only. But if you use that action called push an image, a push image means you are trying to push the image, okay, from your repo to your ACR. ACR means container registry. Okay, container registries. So again, in container registry, where it will go? It will go to the container registry. It will go to your container registry. In that, there is an option called repository. It will go to the repositories part. Okay, it will go to the repositories part here. Two places it will go. Okay. So let me go and create a pipeline. So I'm good here. So there is no error also. So we can go and we can go with the save and queue. So I'm running as a save and queue. Okay. Give some comment. Okay. Save and queue. Give some click on it here. Give some comment option here. Okay. Let's give some comment and no, let's run it out. Let me pull it out. You can see it's behaving something different here. Okay. Let's comment it out. Okay. No, it's not allowing me to go down yet. Let's see. It's very weird to work with. Okay, let me save it. Okay, save it out. Hmm. So again, we have to asking me to choose that Ubuntu latest. Okay, let me save it first. Okay, so I'm gonna save this, right? So come back here, go back here, got stuck here. Guys, let me open the new window. Okay, it's creating a headache for me. Let me open the new window real quick. So let's go to my here the patch here and go to my repo real quick. Okay, I'll go to my pipeline and let's go and create a pipeline real quick here. New pipeline. You're able to see the screen, right? It's okay, no? You're able to have a look in that screen. Raman Bhai and others, Manoj, others, Darshan. Okay, good. So I have to create it real quick, buddy. Okay, please be with me. So here it will be coming with the master, continue. So with the Docker. Okay, here I'll use it as a Ubuntu. Let us come here, come to the build an image. We know that build an image. Okay, come here, build an image in here. Come on. I'll use a new subscription here. Okay, I'll choose a new subscription here. Okay, let's go here. Okay, let's see what all that have Naveen 15, right? It should come. Let me drop down. Okay, build an image. Docker file, I have to choose it. This is the Docker file, I have to choose it. Okay, go to push image. Same thing I have to do again. And go with the refresh. Choose my new service connection. Choose my new container registries. Go with the Naveen Share 15. Here I don't have to use the Docker file, okay? Why? Can someone tell me like why I'm not choosing the Docker file here? Anyone please? Because the Docker file, that input file is needed for only for your like build an image, okay? Push image is already, we have an input which is there for the image name, which is already there in here, this place, okay? So no need to go with this. That's all. I think we can go and we can save and queue it now. Okay, we can go and save and queue it now. Let's go and save you. So what will happen now? Can you guess it out? If it is getting pass, what should be the outcome? What should be outcome, guys? What will happen? What we did actually? Build an image, we have make the image, okay? From the code, we have generated the image, okay? Fine. Right, we got the image, okay? But where would be now? I have pushed it, right? Where I pushed it? No, Manoj. No. I have posted the build an image. We have got the image, right? So we have building the image in the part of your like artifact. We got it out, okay? But we are directly pushing to the container registries. So you have to go to your container registry. Do you see that? Like I have chosen the container registry name, okay? So it will go to the container registry and it will go to the repository. Last time I shown you, right? My repository was blank. If it is getting passed, my repository will come as a with image name, okay? So let's observe it. Let it get passed first. You're right. So it's getting passed. So it's the job is getting passed, okay? Let's go to your portal real quick, okay? I'll come to my portal. Where the portal went off, okay? It's here, right? So I'll go back to my home page. I'll get my Naveen 15 CR. Okay, come here. And here you can find out as a Where is my repository? See guys, last time it was blank, but it will come as a Docker repo. Now it will come. It will first give you the repository name that you have used it. Okay, it'll give the first, it will give the repository name that you have used it. And after that, it'll give the build ID, the image name. So let's come here. Go to build image in the Docker. This is the build image. Okay. The next scenario that what we're going to use it, I'll use this option. I'll try to push the app services with the help of this. Okay. Let's do that day after tomorrow on that Wednesday session. Okay. Wednesday, we are trying to create app services with the help of this Docker file. What is the Docker file we have? This Docker repos 47. So with the help of that, this Docker file will try to deploy directly to that app service. No need to create a release pipeline here. Okay, let's do that. So we have when Monday, like Wednesday session, we'll gonna do that. Then second scenario we'll do on Wednesday and Thursday, and Monday we'll see with the full detail with the theory part offline. Okay, guys, got it? Anyone have a doubt so far? Please let me know. Do anyone have a doubt? Okay, Shaman, basically the use is okay. Whatever the code that you are getting it right. So that code basically it will be visible to others. Okay. So with the help of the Docker container, you can deploy the code to multiple places, guys. Okay. Multiple location you are able to do it. Multiple environment we're gonna use it. Okay. So we'll have an architecture of that Docker. You'll understand a very better way. Okay. Ramesh, Rahman, Manoj, Javeed, any other guys? Any doubt so far? Please ping me if you have any doubt here. Darshan, you don't worry, Darshan. We'll quickly repeat it in the Wednesday session. You don't worry. Yeah, please, Manoj. Okay, Mona Lisa, very good. Actually, there's no problem in that code. Actually, it's a two-part. Okay, you can go with the Docker also. You can go with the code also, Mona Lisa. Okay, it's not a problem with the code. Okay, we don't have any problem with the code. Right? We have two different options, Mona Lisa. Okay. The code and the builder. Yes, we have a different options, Ramesh. Ramesh, first thing is, okay, if you go with a build, right, you have to go ahead and you have to bypass, you have to pass it out with the different releases. Okay. First, when you're trying to deploy the code with the help of code, you have to create a release pipeline. Okay. But if you go with the Docker container, you don't have to create a release pipeline. Got the point, Ramesh? Okay. Further 2-3 steps are there. No, you'll come to know. Don't worry. Anything that we have covered so far, any doubt before I wind up the call? Anyone guys, please feel free to ask any questions. Abhishek, Durgam, Aniket, anyone there, please. Okay, fine dear then. Thank you so much for joining. Take care, guys.